Here we go. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday evening. CP the franchise checking in from vacation. But we got to check in because we got breaking news. The Knicks' backup center position has been solved, at least for today. The Knicks announcing that they have re-signed Precious Achiwa to a one-year, $6 million deal. On today's episode, I'm going to talk about the deal, talk about what it means for the orange and blue, and an interesting wrinkle in the contract that could give us a sign of what's to come for the Knicks. So let's talk about it, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's get to it. All right, I got a million things going on right now. Cell phone going off. But I'm on vacation, man. But you know what it is, man. Whenever there's Knicks news, we got to tap in with the family. So hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Precious Achiwa, one-year deal, $6 million. We were waiting all offseason to see what the Knicks were going to do at the backup center spot. And look, whether or not you feel like Precious is an ideal backup center for this team, you can't argue that he paid dividends in the OG Anunoby trade. He was not a throw-in in the OG trade, but rather he became an integral piece to this rotation, especially once the Knicks started to lose several players in their front court. And so when he became a free agent, I thought it was imperative for the Knicks to bring him back because he played so well for them. Hometown kid, fit in quite nicely. He had an excellent February. That's when things really took off for Precious Achiuwa with the Knicks. Averaged 12 points, 10 rebounds for the Knicks in February. The Knicks were using him at the 4, stretch 4. They were using him at the 5 as well. And, you know, he started to come along. And then when I was really impressed with him was in that Sixers series in particular, man. Game 4 of that Sixers series, Knicks without Mitch, Knicks without Julius. Precious Achiuwa late in that second half, especially in that fourth quarter, along with OG Anunoby playing impressive defense against Joel Embiid, rebounding the ball well, and helping the Knicks just be an all-hands-on-deck team and helping the Knicks seal that victory in that series against the Sixers. And so, you know, look, how they use him, he's 6'8", 6'9". Now, you're going to be able to, if he's going to play the 5, the backup 5, there will be matchups that are favorable for him. And there will be matchups that won't be the Embiid factor, so to speak, right? Jokic, like those guys will overpower Precious Achiuwa, but for the most part, the Knicks will be able to use him at the 5, and he will provide solid minutes there, give us energy, rebounding, and just bring that intensity that this team needs, man. He fits the culture perfectly, fit in quite well after, you know, a slow start after the trade in January, and so this was a much-needed pickup and much-needed insurance for the Knicks. So welcome back to Precious. And so with the center rotation, obviously it's going to be about Money Mitch. Mitchell Robinson has been talking a good one all off season. He wants to prove the naysayers wrong, that he can truly be a reliable option at the 5. And so, look, Mitch will be on the spot come day 1 of the season. Then you got Precious in there. You got Jericho Sims. Ariel Hawkporty is on a 2-way deal. We'll see if Scott Pitsnap picks up a 2-way deal. You get 3 2-ways with this new CBA. You get 3 2-way contracts here, so the Knicks will have some options and some flexibility. So Precious is there. You get the front court depth. Now here's the interesting wrinkle with this Precious Achiuwa deal. It's a 1-year deal worth $6 million, but guess what? He's got a no trade clause that he just waived. Remember when Ron Baker had that no trade clause and everybody was going crazy like, who's his agent? The reason why guys like Ron Baker and Precious Achiuwa now had that no trade clause is because in the CBA, when you are a restricted free agent and you re-sign with your team for a 1 or 2 year deal, it automatically provides you with the protection in the realm of a no trade clause. However, in Precious Achiuwa's case, he waived it. And so I'm wondering if that was the deal to say, hey, we're going to give you double the vet minimum, because there was really no market for him. It just seemed like there was no market for him. He could have, if there was interest in him, I would assume he would have signed elsewhere. But I think what the Knicks did here was say, hey, we'll double that vet minimum, but you got to waive that no trade. And so he waived it. And so that means that the Knicks will be able to trade him at the trade deadline if they need to. If they need to get somebody better at the backup five, if they need to put him as part of trade filler in a bigger blockbuster trade, they'll be able to do that. So once again, the Knicks taking care of a guy who can fit, but also flexibility. That's been the word that I've been using with this team all off season. The flexibility that the Knicks are maneuvering with when they make these moves, right? It's not just about getting the player here. It's about getting the player here and then having options for the future if we got to make a move. And so I think that could be why, man. You know, it's a very interesting deal. It fills a need for us, but gives the Knicks flexibility down the road. Ben in the chat says, yeah, he will get traded. Certainly possible. I'm not here to say that he will, but all I'm saying is that it's very interesting that he did veto his no trade. I mean, he did waive that no trade clause as part of signing this 1 year, $6 million deal with the Knicks. So what do you guys think about that, man? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Salute to everybody in the chat. My franchise channel members, if you're in here, leave me a custom emoji. Let me know that you guys are in here. Happy that you guys are here, man. I'm actually on vacation, so it's definitely not going to be a long show. I don't think this precious signing deserves that much attention, really, because I think it's something that we expected, and the Knicks made it official today. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, $10 super chat, says, yes, Precious knows the Tibbs drill. Have a great vacay, CP. Precious, a New York Knick intensified. He wants it. Salute to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. Always appreciate your support. And yeah, this was it. Like, you had to bring him back, especially given the circumstances here. He knows what is expected of him, and he could fill a very versatile role at the 4 or the 5, and maybe he gets even better this year. Who knows, right? He's still a very young player, and another year on the Tibbs. A lot of you guys like to look at Tibbs as a center whisperer with the play of I Heart, and Precious having come into his own this year. Hey, maybe there's another level that he can get to. Maybe he can work on his jumper a little bit and knock down some shots. Maybe he can spread the floor for the Knicks a little bit. He's only 24. So, I wouldn't necessarily close the door on that at all. Mr. Duns, I see you, always in here. Talento never misses a show. Talento hasn't missed a show since 2019, man. Peng Brown, I see you. Shane Mack, always in here. Day one. Darren Wilkinson, salute to you. Stephen Gomez checking in from the 305. Stephen, how you feeling? So how we feel about this deal. So now, that's pretty much it until August 3rd. That is the date as to when Julius Randle will be eligible for a contract extension. So let's see what happens there with the Julius contract. Do the Knicks and Julius come to terms? Does he take less like Jalen is doing and maybe Mikal Bridges is doing? Or do they come to a contract impasse, which will make this season very interesting? So that's the next date on the calendar. I would also expect the regular season schedule to release sometime mid-August. Once that happens, we'll come back and do our regular season schedule show. We'll break down some of the key matchups, so on and so forth. And yeah, man, other than that, I don't know if you guys are watching the Olympics. Our guy, still my guy, RJ Barrett, Broadway Barrett. 24 points in Canada's win over Australia. I'm still rooting for RJ. I don't know about you guys. That's still my guy. So I'm glad to see him winning and leading with Team Canada. And he's been shooting the ball quite efficiently. So good for RJ. Still a go in the chat. $10 super chat says, midly less flexible move than you'd think. Him plus Mitch plus Randall does not make a max contract if you don't add another guy if he's at $6 million. Well, let's see. I'm not Brock Aller, neither are you. And look, I believe in Leon. I trust Leon. And I believe they have their ducks in a row. They don't make moves without knowing that, what the second move and the third move are. Leon and Brock Aller, those guys, Worldwide West, Gerson, those guys play chess out here. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about that. They'll make something happen if they need to make it happen. Shout out to Aiden Wilson. Aiden, I hope you got your snap, man. I sent your snap maybe a week or two ago. So I hope you got your snap. And you're rocking with it, man. I brought the blue joint out here to vacation. I got the white one also on deck. And yeah, man, just enjoying it, enjoying the time off for sure. Who else we got in here? Russell Whiskey always in here. Salute to Russ. Cheeto86, I see you, man. Shout out to Cheeto86. If you guys are new in the chat, man, hit me with a hashtag new. I'll shout you guys out. Welcome to all new viewers for sure. All my franchise channel members, salute to you guys. Also, remember that this show is presented by Manscaped, fellas. It is the dog days of summer, so don't be out there caught lacking, man. Take care of the family jewels with Manscaped, the #1 men's grooming tool above and below the waist. Check out the Lawnmower 4.0 to 5.0 and get to business, man. Take care of business before you guys step out there on those dates. It's getting hot out there. And yeah, man, you want to make sure that you're taken care of. They also have the Beard Hedger, a number of solutions, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, cologne. So no reason to be out there lacking, fellas. Go ahead and cop the #1 men's grooming tool, and that is with Manscaped. Use our code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Okay. All right, a couple more comments in the chat before I get back to vacation here. Flow 174, salute to you. Frat Guy 1906. Shout out to the Alphas for sure. Shells checking in for the West Coast. Salute. Christopher Blake said, came here to celebrate Precious coming back, and all I see are trades. Knicks fans, I tell you. Christopher Blake, always stirring the pot, man. He wanted to get iHeart up out of here. I'm sure he was doing the Harlem Shake on that one. And so, yeah, Christopher Blake thinks something is up here. Look, I wouldn't say yay or nay on that. I just say options. And in this era of the CBA, you need it. And the Knicks are giving themselves that, which is why they continue to make these prudent moves. Great job again by Leon Rosenbrock-Aller and those guys, man. Excellent. Dom Thurman, salute to you. Dom Thurman, team hashtag new, man. Welcome to the show. Tonight, we got Mike Saunders, man. Former Knick trainer, 27 years with the Knicks. Mike Saunders, my interview with Mike Saunders, it will be airing tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, man. We go take a trip down memory lane. He shares some of his highlights and favorite memories from over the years with the Knicks. And I think it's an interview that you all will enjoy, so make sure you guys come back with us for the premiere of our interview with Mike Saunders. Salute to Father Peace, man. Father Peace, salute. Who else we got in here? Muhammad Mustafa, salute to you, man. Dom Thurman, I see you. Shane Mack, best front office in 25 years. They got their ducks in a row, man. They absolutely have their ducks in a row. Aiden, I don't know the exact date when the schedule will be released, but it's usually around August time. You know, it's usually August time that the schedule is released. So, you know, we will get there. Bo Ishmael, hashtag not new. Hey, all good. Whether you're day 1, day 2, day 50, whatever it is, man. As long as you in here rocking with the #1 show for the fans by the fans, we salute you either way. And we definitely appreciate you, man. Just like, share, and subscribe. You know the vibes, man. We got a ton of content on the channel. Even though I'm out on vacation, we got a ton of content on the channel for you guys to dig in on. So make sure that you guys are going back. And if you guys are there watching those videos, go ahead and leave me a comment, man. I'll certainly shout you guys out if you do. So once again, Precious Achiwa, 1 year, $6 million deal. He vetoed his no-trade clause, which he had as a result of being a restricted free agent that re-signed with his former team on a 1 or 2 year deal. You automatically get that no-trade clause. But he waived it. So I'm almost wondering if that was the terms of the negotiation there, where they gave him more than the vet minimum for the right to waive the no-trade clause. So when if he gets traded, he can get that security. They take care of him, and he takes care of them. It's a win-win. Eric Stout, do you think there'll be a trade? I think anything is possible. Anything's possible. The Knicks are just setting themselves up to be able to do so, because remember, with this first and second apron and the restrictions of the collective bargaining agreement, you got to give yourself as much flexibility as you can. And the Knicks somehow continue to do so with every move that they make. It's been very impressive, man. I told you I had to dap up Brock all at Summer League, man, and just congratulate him. Tell him great job on everything that you're doing. You guys are doing the damn thing. So yeah, man, that's the story here. All right, fellas. Either way, I'm gonna get out of here. I got the makeshift studio here. The lighting in the Airbnb was a little suspect, so I had to turn the flashlight on my phone. I don't even got the microphone, so I hope the audio is coming in well. But look, we do the best that we can. You guys know that, man. Wherever we are, we go live and make sure that we tap in with the family, with the community. So shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitter, on Facebook. You guys know that we are there. Wherever you are, we are there. And make sure that you guys are supporting us. Also, remember that the show is available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. We are available on every major platform. And if you missed today's show, go ahead and hit the rewind button, man. Salute to the replay gang. And that's the word, man. That is the word. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, CP the Franchise, I'm out of here. Hey, any other breaking news comes across the wire, you know where to find me, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans, CP the Franchise. I am out of here. Peace.